The Forgotten Sands represents a welcome return to form for the Prince of Persia franchise after the horribly failed experiment that was the 2008 reboot, the less said about which the better. The Forgotten Sands brings back all of the platforming traps that we loved in the previous games and significantly diversifies the combat sections. Nevertheless, the combat still happens to be the weakest link here. It is too simplistic since there are none of the more sophisticated combos that made Warrior Within so great in this respect. It is also way too easy, and except for a couple of boss fights it won't pose any significant challenge to the player. The game's rudimentary RPG system is interesting in theory, but lacks balance and makes it possible to get so overpowered as to make even the final fight a walk in the park. On the other hand, the game more than makes up for all this by the wonderfully complex platforming sections, especially those that include freezing water and turning parts of the scenery on and off. These are often rather difficult and require quite a few attempts to get everything right. The fixed camera angles will sometimes frustrate your attempts to examine the surroundings, forcing you to take wild guesses as to what the heck you are supposed to do, which will more often than not result in dying and hate towards the game. Of course, if things were different, it wouldn't have been a Prince of Persia game. Overall, however, the vast majority of environmental challenges are extremely well designed and it pays to stick through these minor annoyances.